Okay folks, home handyman here. I thought I'd show you that toolbox I bought. Homak, $350, plus he threw in an angle grinder. It's nice, I love it, it's great. And the Makita 4.5-inch angle grinder, I like it too. It gives me 4 of them now. I can put different wheels on each one and I can just grab them and go. And I don't have to worry about stopping and changing. I didn't expect it, but it's a nice addition to the deal. Excuse me. You'll also see over here on the side, I'll see if I can zoom in, there's a tray, Harbor Freight things, but they were cool. It came with it. One there for paper towels. There's another one there for drink holders and screwdrivers or something that you can just set in those little round holes. Overall, I really like this thing. I'll give you a quick tour. Hang on one sec. Okay, top bend. I've got a couple of snap-on torque wrenches in here. I'm going to be selling those. I don't need them. And I've got all my big long breaker bars, wrenches. Over this way, I've got some brushes, oil filter tool, sink wrenches, pry bar. Alright, I just started putting tools away today. The next, we'll go down the right side. Here I've got a bunch of specialty pliers. Needle nose, bent needle nose, stuff like that. The next drawer down from that, let's see. This is stuff for automotive, batteries, stuff like that, and I've got some utility knives, nothing special there. Next drawer down, I've got razor blades, voltage testing equipment, stud finders, Teflon tape, black tape, wire cutters, again more testers. Next drawer down, I haven't decided yet, but I'm using it right now for open end wrenches. This is a Husky, but I've got a lot of snap-on and Matco to go through before I finally figure out what I'm going to put in what drawer. Okay, top left, I just started laying in all of my ratchets and extensions. That's all that's in there for the moment, and I'm going to be getting rid of some of these ratchets. I don't need them all, but get some up and out of the way. The next drawer down are all pliers, needle nose, channel locks. In the back there's some specialty pliers for rings. Next drawer down, filled with screwdrivers. I'll be getting rid of some of these too. I just keep 2-3 sets of specialty, well, 2 or 3 sets of the nicer ones is what I meant to say, and I'll be getting rid of the rest. Next drawer down, basically it's open and blank. I got a Black & Decker set of drill bits in there and nothing else. And oh, this is an older impact. That's an impact tool set. I'm going to be getting rid of that. I don't need it. Okay, this is the bottom right, the first drawer, nothing in it yet. The bottom right second drawer. I have a lot of punches, specialty punches. I got a set of micrometers in there. Oh, chainsaw. Over the top right I have a chainsaw, sharpening jig, and then some lathe tools on the bottom right. Next drawer I've got a compass, calipers. I got some flywheel pulling type tools, bottom right. And then I got a set of O-rings and I got a set of hose clamps. Alright, this drawer, we're getting down towards the bottom. I put some of the heavier stuff in there. This is Mac Tools air wrench, Ingersoll Rand, and another Mac Tools air wrench. And then I got the bits there too. Anyway, Craftsman cutoff tool, snap-on punch, Ingersoll Rand ratchet, and Rodac, R-O-D-A-C, air drill. Top drawer on the left going down, I got a bunch of Allen wrenches, little socket drivers here. Next drawer I've got tap and dies, and I have a screw extraction kit, and then I have a bunch of wood chisels here that I've had for a while. I'm not going to get rid of them yet. And this is a great big set of Vermont American tap and die set. I'll probably be selling this one. I have 2 others. Let me see if I can open it real quick. Alright, that gives you a better view if anybody's interested. Follow Justin's live chat. I'll let you know when I get this stuff up. But anyway, that's a nice set. Again, Vermont American. Alright, we're about second from the bottom. Here on the left, I've got aviation snips, sheet metal snips, large channel locks, cold chisels, pruning knives or whatever they are. Just hung on to them, I guess, no special reason. Tree branch trimmer, just some miscellaneous heavy tools for the yard for right now. Last drawer here on the bottom, on the left, is just filled with hammers. I tried to keep more of the heavy stuff towards the bottom if I could, rather than towards the top. My son was telling me about his Craftsman when he got it. It was the big drawer on the top, he had it filled with sockets and all of that, and then when he was at work the thing gave way forward, crushed his cart and ruined about 3 of the drawers. So anyway, I tried remembering not to put heavy stuff on top. So like I was saying, I try to keep the heavy stuff towards the bottom, not towards the top. After Justin told me about his new Craftsman that he bought, had it at work, and he had one of the top drawers, the long ones, filled with all of his sockets, ratchets, and it toppled over one day and it ruined about 3 or 4 of the drawers. It really screwed up the tracks, at least on one of them, and damaged, I think, 2 or 3 of the drawers. He got it back today. He came on down, visited, and I put all my tools in this one, and he took the one he gave me, the damaged one, back. I told him there are replacement parts online. Okay, what else can we talk about that we did today in the handyman garage? Hang on one sec. Alright, so you're looking at this massive pile of wrenches and sockets and swivel heads. These are all Matco, these are all Snap-on. Justin and I went through them, trying to separate everything out. And then down in this great big bucket, down here, this thing is about halfway filled with wrenches and sockets, Craftsman, some other off brands. They're still good. I'll put them together in lots, and I'll sell those on either his live stream, or I'll do a live stream and we will start selling off stuff shortly. But that took a while for us to go through. This bucket was filled to the top. Still haven't gone through and separated everything yet, and I'm still looking through some of it to make sure I know what's what, but he helped me a great deal today. So that was another project we got out of the way today. Okay, answering one of the tools on the forum, what have you been doing lately with the MIG welder? Well, there's my 211, and down here on the floor somebody made the comment, why are you collecting so many horseshoes? Well, I have somebody at work that wants me to build him a cactus. I'm going to show you a picture of it in a minute. I built an enormous cactus out of these horseshoes, and now they want one. And I'm just waiting for him to come up with part of the money to cover the materials before I actually start making it. But it takes an enormous amount of horseshoes, and horseshoes are like people. They are not all the same size. So it's a little tedious because you got to make each circle, you know, the right heights and everything else so everything stacks up. Let me show you a picture of what I mean. Well, I built these. I had somebody help me with the sheeting on them. They're about 7 or 8 feet tall, depending, because I have them on stands. One moment, walk around, I'll show you those cactuses. Okay, here's one of the cactuses. This is a small sequoia. And then I did this big one here. And I put holes in the ground around a piece of plate metal, welded them, and I put a trap door so you could put a plant in the ground, which is what I did. I put an ivy plant. And if you can see it, it's growing up through it, and hopefully it'll fill it out. So those are the 2 big projects I've been doing. There's another view from the street of the horses, and it's raining out here, so I won't be out here too long, and you can hear the thunder. Okay, what else today? Let's see. Here's a Dewalt Stand, and it has a Delta industrial grade compound miter saw on it. I got this from somebody that didn't want it. I think I paid about 40-50 bucks, including the stand. He was retired, just doing away with his tools. I made this little box for it today. I used some of that Technishield from that patio project for the base, and then I took and I ripped, it was a 1x3, and I made a border around it. I can put tools in there now without them falling out. Right next to it I have a similar stand. Now, I bought that online at Amazon off their warehouse deal thing, and behind it I have a Dewalt contractor table saw that I fixed to it, and I did the exact same thing there. I made another like enclosed box so I can put stuff without it sliding and falling out, different guards and things like that. Both of these are on wheels. I work out of a garage, so I have to be able to move them in and out easily, but those little trays were quick, easy, fun little project to do today. I set them in, and I thought in case I wanted them taller, I didn't want to overdo it, so I used some liquid nails and I used a hot glue gun, and I tacked them in and then clamped them, let it set up. That way I can snap them apart easy and make the sides taller if I want to in the future. Right now, I love these stands. When I got this one, I looked online. I found the other one for the table saw, and I bought it. And I love these stands that Dewalt makes. That foot brake down there, a little hard to get to, but it's not an issue. That's my only complaint about it. Other than that, they're made fine. They come with some type of a laminated top you can see over there on that table saw. I didn't change that one. This one here, it's got pull-out guides. I'll show you. It's got one on each side so I can lay longer lumber on there, and I can cut it. It works for me. It worked great when I built the patio project. I could lay very long pieces like the joists and stuff and trim them in a fraction of a second, and I had all the support because that side extends, this side extends. It works great. So that was a fun little project today. So what am I currently working on? My son gave me this old vise. He got it from work. It was all painted, rusted, damaged. Now I stripped it down and I cleaned it up with wire brushes. It is a Morgan Chicago number 40. One thing I'm having a little bit of trouble with is I'm missing a set of jaws on the one side. I don't know where to get them. If anybody knows, can you leave me a comment below telling me where I can get them? I'd like to get another set like this side and kind of restore it. I believe this was in the late 1940s, early 50s. Anyway, I still got to kind of touch it up. Somebody used the back of this like they do on a lot of them for an anvil, but I'm going to go over that with a file. I can clean it up, and I got to take it apart, grease, clean, and all of that. But right now I've got it laying here, so anybody can give me a helping hand with it, I would appreciate it. Again, it's a Morgan Chicago number 40. It cleaned up nice. I've got everything off of it totally, and we'll figure out, you know, I don't know, machine shop gray. I might paint it John Deere green for fun. I don't know yet. But I would like to get that jaw fixed. Anyway, that's the current project that I have. This project is an old Confederate, so I'm told, from the South, bell. I'll go ring it here in a minute for you just for the fun of it. And behind it up there, well, that's Benny the Buzzard. Justin gave that to me. I'll see if I can zoom in here and show you a better shot. And here's a different angle. So I wire brushed this down. I didn't put any sealer on it or anything. I wanted to leave it original. It was all covered, splattered with crap, paint, whatever. I cleaned it totally. There's old Benny on his perch over there, keeping an eye on all my stuff. Took some 4x4 junk wood. I made this little stand, secured it to the post that when I built the patio cover, it goes all the way down to the ground. It's lagged into the wall with lag bolts and countersunk. Okay, well, it's another vise I got by just trading some of my artwork. Somebody gave this to me because her husband passed away and she's been slowly getting rid of all of the tools because she doesn't have a use for them. Olympia Vise. This one I haven't done a whole lot to. I've still got to clean it up a little bit, but man, this thing's a monster. It's a 5-inch one. put it on the bench. I've got 3/4 inch lag bolts going into beams below to secure it. I'm still missing a couple of them. But yeah, I've had fun. I mean, I polished this thing up a little bit. Little ways more to go. I'm kind of into these old vises. Anybody's got a lead on them, let me know. I've had fun actually restoring a couple of these now. And the other one I told you previously I'm working on. So, various different projects. To answer the question off of the forum, what are you doing currently? What do you do? We see videos, but you're not showing a lot of what you're actually doing. Well, I like to restore like these old vises, that old bell. I like to build like those cactuses, those horses. Now those horses were a son of a gun. I mean, you're talking about a lot. I used 1/4 inch mild steel, and that's what I made the frame out of, and it took me quite a while to do it. And then, like I said, I had help sheeting it. The horseshoes I did myself. I do it over a period of time. Okay, this right here will be a future project. It's a section. It's probably about 3 or 4 inches thick out of a tree. It needs to be refinished. Now what I'm going to do with it, I don't know. Somebody said, oh, make a coffee table. Nah, I don't want to do that. I might just refinish it and hang it up. Okay, so that's one project, and I'll shoot a video. Okay, this is a picture of the sign I told you, welcome to the Pirates Bar. And this is a sign that somebody wanted. It was their design. Oh, my compressor just kicked on. Anyway, that's the sign. And I'll come back as soon as that compressor shuts off. Okay, same garage sale as that compound miter saw on that Dewalt stand I showed you. This is a Delta 16.5 inch drill press. Paid 40 bucks for it on the stand. Now out at Harbor Freight I did pick up the rolling stand on the bottom. It's just sitting on a piece of plywood right now. It makes it mobile for me to get it around the shop, but that was a good, outstanding deal at a garage sale. There's another Delta, a big bench grinder. Love that thing. Got that on a garage sale too. Back here I got this Husky. It's got a minor dent on the very bottom over here. You probably can't see it well. It doesn't hurt the function. I paid $35 at a garage sale. It's almost all brand new. I use it as a secondary for putting router bits and stuff like that in. It's just a place to store things. Over here there's a little organizer. I paid 5 bucks at a garage sale. A little dirty, but everything works. It's good for putting miscellaneous parts in for my air compressor, my air tools, my lathe. This is a rigid drill press. I got this. I paid a little bit more for this. I paid $180 for it, but it's almost brand new, and it too is on a stand all the way down to a platform. And on this one I went out to Harbor Freight and got the better casters for it, and I built my own frame, 3/4 plywood, set it on there so I can again move it all around or move it where I want. But why do I need true drill presses? Well, I don't, but it's nice to have them. I got one set up for woodworking projects and the other for notching corners and stuff on signs. It depends on what I'm doing. Then I have a little one. No bargain here. I bought this one brand new. I think I got it at Lowe's or Home Depot. It's a bench top. And I have this set up for all of my metal drilling. So all in all, I mean, I'm going to wrap this video up. You know, over tools, I mean, galore. And keep going over. We could go over tools all day long. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll post more as soon as I can. Remember Justin's live stream, Jeepers Creepers. Hit subscribe to me, and I'll do more how-to videos when I get a chance. Home Handyman, thank you folks very much for tuning in and watching a little bit of a garage tour. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Everybody have a good day. Bye-bye.